You will always perhaps carry your sponsor or your active upline with you in the presentation. Before the presentation starts, before you introduce your upline to that person, make sure you do the edification part. That is something which I see many a times missing. Even in a group presentation, let's say today we'll have a group presentation. The presentation ends and there will be a few people who will come and give testimonials. Now, there are two ways to introduce your guests to the successful leaders. One is, hey, come on, meet Shankar. That is one way. That is one way. And that is why, which maximum people do, and this is where they fail. The other way to introduce a person is, let me just check if that person is free or not. I'll go to Shankar, I'll say, Shankar, can you just give me 2 minutes? Shankar will say, yes. Right. I'm going to introduce you to that person, Mr. Shankar. Mr. Shankar is one of the top earners in this business from Singapore. He has already made over $100,000 in the last 6 months. Crazy guy, so passionate about this business. I think it's really, we are really privileged that we are getting 2 minutes of his time, and then I will introduce my person to him. It's like this. The biggest movie star maybe of, let's say, our country, if he goes to, let's say, maybe China, maybe Japan, maybe nobody might know him. If I have made $1 million in this business, but you introduce me to your guest, does he knows me? No, of course not. But does he know Shankar, or does he know any of the leaders here? No. Before you introduce somebody to your prospect, your uplines, the most successful leaders and all, you have to do a genuine edification. Now, edification should not be false. If somebody has made $1,000, your upline has made, a little money, and you say, no, he's a multi-millionaire earner, he's a top earner, that's false edification. No, that's not what I'm saying. Anything which is good about your upline, like he has started in the business today, and he starts his business, and let's say he introduces this friend. Now, his upline is just 1 day old in the business. So obviously he has not made money. But what he can say about his upline is, if they both know each other, in our list of 150, it's all known list basically we're talking about, he can always say, well, he's a friend of mine and he's just started this business, but I know he's a very passionate guy. I know he gives his best shot to everything which he does. Maybe that is one quality about you which, let's say, his friend might be knowing, or any such quality. Any quality of a person, talk about that quality and then introduce your person. It will help a lot in closings. Trust me, it will help a lot in closings. One very important formula, in fact I should say rule of thumb. A new person joins your team. Out of this list of 150 people, tell to him, let's show 15 presentations as fast as possible. You will show 15 2-on-1s as fast as possible, if possible, in the next 7 days. In the first 7 days of him joining the business, you will go out with your new person and show 15 new presentations 2-on-1s. So I'll take you and I'll try to meet 15 of his friends as fast as possible in the next 7 days. Out of 15, the first 5 presentations. Out of 15, the first 5 presentations I will do myself. You will just sit there, listen to me and smile. That's about it. And learn. Get the presentation in a subconscious memory. Write down the important points which is learning while I am giving the presentation. First 5 presentations to be done by the sponsor. The next 5 presentations, I will do 50%, you will do 50%. I will observe him, he will observe me, we both will learn from each other. The next 5 presentations, now I'll tell you, you have seen me first giving 5 presentations, you're already giving your own 50% presentation, it's time for you to give 100% presentation. You will give all these presentations, I'll sit down there, shut up, smile and watch what you is doing. And then, after that, I will give him a honest feedback, this is what you have done, these are the areas of improvement and that's about it, and I will make him independent. This is the key, guys. The more presenters in your team, the better it is for you to do, the more successful and a larger business you will have. In group presentations, we try to bring the best presenters for you possible. And I highly encourage you to participate in the group presentations. Like in Singapore, we already have so many group presentations happening. Very shortly in KL also, once in a week, the mega presentations will happen. And you all have all to come there. We will try from our side to have the best presenters possible. That's one. But this is also, which is very important, something which you cannot skip. Otherwise, there will be too many people in your organization who will be dependent. 2-on-1s. 15 2-on-1s are very, very, very important. A new person joins your team, step number 1 done, step number 2 done, you have a name list, you start inviting your name list, your new person's list for a cup of coffee. 15 coffee presentations, 5 done by you, 5 done by your, 5 to be done 50-50, and the final 5 to be done by your new person. If you do this, the kind of duplication which you will achieve in your team, you cannot even imagine. If you can have 100 people in your team who know how to share this opportunity professionally, pretty much take it. You will be at maybe $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month in residual income. It happens. Key to this business. So to sum it up, in the STP section, 15 presentations, 5 you, 50-50, then the final 5 done by the new person. Also, dress professionally, be smart, and keep it short, keep it very, very, very simple. Always in a 2-to-1 presentation, edify the sponsor, edify the upline. That is the key. It will help a lot in conversions.